Alright, beautiful people, me again. We're going to go to part 2, which we're going to talk about simple sentences. Simple sentences, super simple, right? You have a subject and you have a verb. That's what you have to remember. So up here on my screen up here I have simple. You can have one subject plus one verb. The cat meowed. Alright, that's simple. We got that. Alright, that would be, if I made my quiz that way, we would all have 100%. Okay. However, remember I told you about all of these other verbs and adverbs and prepositional phrases and all that stuff? That's where we get messed up, okay? Because when you start adding those things in to make your sentences more detailed, you can still have a simple sentence. It's just going to have lots of other stuff describing things. So, the cat meowed at the puppy. Basic statement sentence, you've got the cat meowed at the puppy. Extra information. It's a prepositional phrase. There goes my cat. Okay. Here we go with another one. At midnight, the cat meowed at the puppy through the glass window. Boil it down. What's the main idea of the sentence? The basic idea, the main point of the sentence is that the cat meowed. So what's all this other stuff? This doesn't make it simple. Yes, it does, because this is what I've got. Cat meowed. At the puppy, prepositional phrase. Through the glass window, prepositional phrase. At midnight, prepositional phrase. They don't matter, all right? When you're trying to figure out is this a simple, compound, whatever, this is what you have to look for. You have to boil it down just to that, all right? At the bewitching hour of midnight, my calico cat meowed at the meowing puppy through the glass window. Okay, boil it down. We still know, I'm still working with the same idea of the cat meowed. So we already know in this case that cat is the subject, meowed is the verb, right? So what is the rest of this stuff? Okay, we got at the meowing puppy, prepositional phrase, through the glass window, that doesn't change, it's still a prepositional phrase. At the bewitching hour of midnight, okay, again, prepositional phrase. But I've added this, my calico cat. That's just describing cat. Remember, I told you, you're going to have adverbs and adjectives that are going to change or add detail to your sentence. This is still a simple sentence. Then you have, let's go back up here for a second. We had one subject, one verb. That's what all these were. One subject, one verb. One subject, one verb. Right? So you could have two or more subjects doing one thing, having with one verb. Or you could have one subject doing two or more things, two verbs. In addition to that, you could have two or more subjects plus two or more verbs as long as they were doing the same thing. So let's look at this one down here. My calico cat and the silly puppy meowed at each other through the window. Okay. I know cat meowed is the same subject, right? Cat meowed. But I've got this puppy over here. Now, is the puppy meowing? Yes. So this is my second subject. So cat, puppy, meowed. This all just describes the cat. This all describes the puppy. At each other. Through the window, two prepositional phrases. I have two subjects, one verb, still a simple sentence. Okay? This word right here, we want to, I'm just going to put it in brown, I guess, and I'm going to circle it because we know and is a conjunction. It combines, it connects, it binds two things. All right? In this case, it's just combining my two subjects. That's all it's doing. It plays a bigger role in the other sentences, but right now, this is what it's doing. Okay? Two subjects doing two things. If I said, my calico cat and the silly puppy meowed and hissed at each other through the window, I've reached this one right here, okay? This is another verb. The cat's hissing, the dog's hissing, the cat's meowing, the dog's meowing, is still a simple sentence. All right, so when you go back and you look at those sentences that I gave you, and we'll go over that quiz, all right? So when you look at those, you need to recognize you have to boil it down to the very basic of sentences, okay? Subject, verb. That's what you need first, and then the rest of it you can figure out to determine what kind of sentence it is. Okay, that's simple sentences. Next up will be compound sentences.